Guys, joining me here for our second stream of Pillars of Eternity. In our last episode, just to kind of recap here real quick, we created our first character, right? Our character, a war caller here by the name of Garviel. Oh man, I forgot to find a new custom portrait for him. Well, I need to find a new custom portrait for him that represents how he looks in the game. So he is a herald, which is a chanter and a fighter. The devoted subclass, which is kind of like this Jedi-like class of a fighter, very devoted to a singular weapon and the honing and the perfection of that weapon. And the chanter is a troubadour. You know, there's these kind of masters of chant, these guys who can recite multiple verses at the same time. So, darkness still. Darkness. Let me change that here. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, again, a fighter and a chanter devoted class, and we have something that's kind of a little fun here. So I'm excited to really play through this guy and have some fun. We've kind of gone the melee route with 2 sabers. We have Eder, who is voiced by the lovely Matt Mercer. He's going to be a fighter rogue kind of swashbuckler character, so it should be a lot of fun. And you guys don't know, this is what my character looks like. So that's why we need a bald bearded portrait, right? So for those of you guys who missed it, here is the voice. I guess I can't make it play, but one of his voice lines was, "For the better part of Valor." So we will be role-playing Garviel with that voice, and any other text that is not already narrated either by a character or just by the narrator itself, we will be narrating it through. So join me on this pleasant adventure as we go through the Pillars of Eternity. Melee guy with dual-wielding 2 sabers there.
Better see what that crowd's about.
All right, Eder. Calm down. It's only enough singing to go around.
Everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Amoa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Aomawa woman folds her arms.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
As Clariel's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates.
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. My ship ran aground just south of here. I need help.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
Crowd quiet, somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
I just need some repairs and I'll be on my way.
Percamblanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Geralde, as for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
So, the character we're role-playing here is going to be, like, good aligned, well aligned. He's going to be benevolent, if not sardonic and sarcastic at the same time, because he's a troubadour, and a bard is supposed to be like that at the same time. Milk and Cookies is right. Support the sausage.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand, she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her, the firelight kind of flicking in her eyes. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin.
Sei fottito! Madicchio! I did not sign up to be burned!
What do you think you're doing?
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited.
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, darker-skinned woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip. I legitimately thought she said rapings.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawn Star, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light them all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. I'll definitely wipe a globe of wax
Now
from my
that
shoulder.
we're right with our God, can we please see about helping the people I dreamed died? Those souls ain't gonna reap themselves.
Her words catch in her throat as she turns, spotting you for the first time.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
Well, baptisms are all fun and all, but, you dreamed people died?
Sure did. I get those kind of dreams sometimes. The ones that turn out true. Nightmares, more like. Terrors that come true.
She rubs a palm over the back of her neck.
Had 'em since I was a little girl on the farm. Guess Gone was speaking to me even then.
Some of our brethren suffer from these visions more than others, while some of us, favorably, have none at all.
It ain't a curse. It's a blessing. A mark of the divine.
Xoti shrugs. I'm looking for an Adra statue. Tall, really big, no facial features at all, just like, no, not even hair. It kind of like looks like me. But yay high, inhabited by Aothas.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gone's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Yes, great. But who's Guan again?
Gone's a smidge of
Gone,
darkness
my
in the
bad.
light. He was the part of Aothas who divined the dignity of dying and the return journey to life.
Yes, naturally. And who are you?
Oh, hell. Now where are my manners? I'm Xoti, child of the Dawn Stars and priestess to Gone, at your service.
She thrusts a hand out for a friendly shake. Adar gives a nod and a wink. You're a priestess of Gone, not Aothas? Dark smile curves up her lips and her eyes glint with a fierceness.
Darn right I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Gone?
Not much, no. The priestess plants her hand on her hips. Her fingers are slim but calloused, more suited to a farmer's daughter than a cleric.
Don't sound too curious now.
I was hoping you might enlighten me for the better part of valor.
Not if we had more time, sure.
Absently, she grazes her fingers across the sickle strapped to her side, and her gaze flicks to the priestess with the golden candles.
But the others don't like it much when I get to talking about death.
Eder looks skyward. He shakes his head. Anti-Aeth? I don't remember doing it. Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Xoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wanglith, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gone bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
It would just appear that I am a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
A fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams brightly.
You won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Eder.
Hey.
Eder half nods without looking at Jody's direction, or in Jody's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside
At
you.
least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Jody waves her brethren a curt parting. So let's see here. Yes, I know. What's up, Dragon Rider? We're actually probably gonna do Strict Priest. Kind of make her like a bit of a buff bot. Although Monk would be kind of, like, Contemplate would be kind of fun. Daphos, what's up, dude? Yeah, guys, I'm just having fun here. I mean, just feel free to watch along. You can ask questions about Warhammer. You can make donations. You can ask questions about this. This is just kind of like a nice, fun, laid-back change of pace. I've got this game recently, and I've been playing it solo, but I also like to play with you guys and just do a lot of fun voices and stuff like that. So again, just to reiterate, I do voices for my character, who has similar to the actual voice of the character we chose, the voice we chose, and then also the narrations that any non-narrated characters in the game. Let's go with a Harvester of Gone. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. We're gonna make her a priest. Oh. Does she have a? Oh no, it's just. I thought she had a necklace on already. My guy tried to fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
Bastards.
It's not right.
So the really cool thing about this, if you watch a lot of Critical Role, a lot of the people from Critical Role are voice acting. Aha.
Yeah.
Dr. Z, I don't know if she's going to be undead or not. I don't really know.
Thing.
We'll find out more soon, I'm pretty sure. In fact, we'll probably find out more tomorrow. I think her release is tomorrow, right? Because if we got Noctilus today. That little icon means it's a stealing. It's a stealing.
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
Ah. So this is the guy that plays Mollywalk. Rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling grimly.
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. Ale, huh? Let's see. Thanks. What about the... What's this about the rooms?
We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye.
Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill.
Thanks, Patrick.
He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere. I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
With a final nod, he turns away.
A giant.
Oh ho ho! Brothers of the loot. I couldn't help but notice you were fellow minstrels, chanters of the sort, eh?
No, but a weapon perhaps.
No, I don't know the story behind the Kraken fight. A lot of us turned it on this time. Yes, great. I should probably actually read that. These stone stars think everything is Aothis is doing, as if he'd trouble himself. Yes, right, precisely. For the better part of valor, I will see my way upstairs and abscond from this conversation. Xoti, did I tell you that I'm a chanter and a singer at that, yeah? No? Well, I think your silence is proof that you're not a fan of the musical arts.
How does it work? You inhale. It isn't complicated.
Ah, be you bros attending to the stickiest of icky?
Welcome, my Miko. Do you wish to partake?
Of what?
Ripple sponge, of course. An expensive vice, but worthwhile.
Are you sure that's safe? I mean, you're smoking a crack pipe.
All things in moderation, as they say. But it will do no harm. Come, enjoy yourself.
No! I won't do it. For the better part of valor, I say no to your temptations.
Ah, a new face. You've heard, of course, that Norgund remains the most reliable and discreet supplier of mostly legitimate wares.
Well, I hope you're selling the bustiers and other sorts of sexual things.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Show me what you have for sale. What is this? What am I doing? Inventory, okay. I always like to look if they have any armor or weapons. And yeah, man. It's the better part of it. A better part of valor.
I'll take care of this.
I'll just see myself in. Oh ho!
Remember ordering more drinks?
You have quite the assortment here. Let's see.
Can't believe we're still stuck here.
Hey, I agree.
Thought I'd locked that thing.
Glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days. His eyes are drooping low, his hair looks matted, and he's got a bit of a damp, cold sweat to him.
You've got the wrong room. I know you company men like to wander in and plant the flag any way you please, but kindly wander back out again.
He makes a mocking sweep of the arm and nearly unbalances himself.
Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
I'm Thorol. Oh god, you smell terrible. Thorol wants you out of here.
Does he now? And what are you supposed to do about it?
Oh shit. Slightly. You really want the guards in here to throw you into the streets?
The governor's got all his guards on high alert, staving off the pirates.
He waggles a hand in a gesture of mock alarm.
So if anyone's going to be doing the throwing, it's going to have to be you. How about it, tough guy?
He reaches out to give you a shove. Ooh. Now, what would a wily bard do? I mean, I'm a bard, but at the same time, I am a fighter. I am a devoted. I'm this Jedi of sorts. So punching him in the nose would make a lot of sense. But there's a little bit of it that it seems kind of like, mocking to kind of step aside. That'd be kind of fun. Shoving him back, that's kind of petulant. Not my bag. Stab him in the arm is holy shit. That's just barbaric. Let's step aside. I think step aside kind of sounds fun. I also like the last one, like feeling better about yourself. Nuclear fallout. I totally understand that reference right there. Rage, fucking rage. Alien punch goes more than a little wide, and he stumbles past you. He stops there, doubles over, and probably retches an impressive volume of alcohol. The entire room smelling of old whiskey and just boiled rum. His Aomawa compatriot shakes her head.
Yeah, Okay, I'm done.
He holds up a hand to ward off further hostility.
Come on, you lot. The crew of the Peregrine sails for brighter shores.
He heads out at a wobbling limp. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Barrier Timmermans, but that result was pretty fun, right? He missed and threw up all over himself. Remember, I am supposed to be kind of a relatively benevolent character, and kind of falling to the goad of a drunk sailor kind of trying to push me around is... Oh! Well, hello. I mean, benevolent doesn't mean I can't take things that are not stealable. Yes, yes. You need to thank me. All for the better part of valor.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I cleared out that room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
He's a damp leather coin pouch on the counter. You have gained 1,200 copper pieces. That's fucking sick. So Dragon Rider wants to hear my Gollum impersonation. If I had thought this through better, Dragon, I would have done like a skulking rogue and use like the little skulking, like you can do this.
Yes?
Like his pose would have been where's roguish? No, God. It's hunched. It's hunched. I would have done this, made him complete. I would have made him a pale elf, made him completely pale, and huge eyes, like big blue eyes, and I would have only spoken in a Smeagol voice. So I'm sorry, dude. I totally failed you. The whole entire playthrough, I would have been like, "What's this? You want me to go clear out a room? Oh, you fix nasty chips." I'm kind of upset I didn't do it. There you go, Dragon Rider. There's your Smeagol voice, my bro. What's up, Whiskey Jack?
Red Serens, Adherents, the Dear Wooden. What next?
A giant right out of the living lands?
Don't joke. Who knows what that thing
Yeah,
was?
I could be rolling in YouTube
Fresh
millions
fish,
right
coral.
now if I did
No
a Close of
contest.
Eternity Smeagol
What?
playthrough.
Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
You are a strange man.
Most of the postings offer various goods for trade, though you spy at least one crude drawing of what may be the governor.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm.
Alright, I will make a Smeagol playthrough for you guys.
We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Have a look.
It is, admittedly, it is very hard to do a Smeagol voice for any continued amount of time. Ooh. Death runes. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. No paladin better personified the ethos of the Bleakwalkers than Hans Elsbrecht. He was a single-minded instrument of violence and the finest cavalry officer among... See, I say cavalry, but I mean cavalry. It's just the way I pronounce it. I don't know why. Cavalry officer among the Bleakwalker companies operating in Durwood. His superiors utilized Hans and his troops of riders in the way one fires a cannon. Mounted atop powerful war horses and clad in heavy plate, they broke enemy infantry formations with a single pointed charge. Hans's helmet, designed to make him visible to his subordinates through the dust and viscera, became an icon of approaching death for any warrior brave or foolish enough to stand against the Bleakwalkers. When the paladin finally fell in battle, his few surviving enemies cut his head from his shoulders. According to legend, Hans's head continued to bellow from within the helm, ordering his men to press the charge and leave none alive. Dumbfounded, the victors buried Hans's head unceremoniously and left his corpse to the ravens. The helm's travels, however, were not entirely at an end. Patrick, the name of that game... Oh, well, I guess the game that's coming out... Course. Yes, this is my first playthrough. Patrick, there's a game coming out called Chaosbane, which is actually a Diablo clone. Yeah, definitely not style, but still.
I don't think I'm off.
I'm here, indeed.
Well, a lovely establishment indeed. We should, for the better part of Valor, like probably actually like eat stuff here.
Yes.
Course, I think we're on. Kind of cool. I didn't know how these different layouts. That's fucking cool. We're on veteran difficulty, so we're not Path of the Damned. They're up there at least. Ah! Cuttlefish. Nice one. Well, Patrick, if you have any tips or anything, please, by all means.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
She bobs her head in your direction.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Lariel's tone is polite, but there is a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Xoti to address you.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. I understand. You said you could help me?
Yes, your ship. You are stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. A wonder you survived. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
Well, I'd be happy to help in any way I can, even though you seem slimy and your mustache is not properly cut.
Marvelous. You've washed ashore like a sign from the gods themselves. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I know that luminous Adra is native to the Deadfire.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
And how does one go about refining Adra?
How indeed? That, I'm afraid, will remain a trade secret. We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise.
Oops.
And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk, which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
And if I find Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Well, I mean, I seem simple enough. I can do that for the better part of Valor.
Gallarde, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
With a discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Clario darts a quick, sour look in Jody's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Tally-ho. Well, we have quite a couple tasks set out for us, don't we, Ada? Ada? God,
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here. There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Jody rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. Oh, how did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Your cheeks are red, Ada.
All right. We used to, you know.
Fuck.
She was real loud, too.
You fucked.
Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Jody's face models bright red and she turns away, hand covering her eyes. Oh, sounds like a special woman, Ada.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Thank you. Do some levels. That up. Yeah, I'm adding actually a new cooler into mine. I'm doing away with the water cooling and adding in air cooling because it's just done. It's actually kind of like a bit of bullshit from what I've read into. Okay. let's get escape so he can actually jump out of situations quicker and get into like more combat. The armor looks great on me, right? I'm okay with her being kind of like our religion specialist, and we'll do actually alchemy with her. And we'll do this to kind of bless everyone around us, get some goodies going. One thing, oh. Fit, what does fit do? I said the fit inspiration. Yeah, what does it do? Ah, 5 constitution. There's no mark for perception. Resolute is resolve. Concentration, which is nice. Strong is might, probably, yeah. Best affliction. Sickle on a lantern. I thought there was one that buffed up, maybe it's really go strong. Yeah, just kind of make her like a bit of a buff bot here. Remember the old days of like EverQuest when you had buff bots, you'd pay extra for a shaman to buff the shit out of you? Yeah, for those of you guys who are wondering what the new build is going to look like, there's a link below, the new PC part picker. I'm not getting a new motherboard, not getting a new processor, but I am getting a new graphics card because the 2080 is not going to be a huge increase in like gaming potential, but it is a huge jump in computing power for streaming and for local recording. So that's what we're really looking for here. And on top of it, we're going to get more RAM, more storage, all that kind of good stuff. Thanks for joining me here today, guys. We'll probably be doing a actual stream on Friday of either quick battles or we'll do our Warpstone Cup. So.
Yes? What is it I can do for you?
Watch Commander looks up at you after her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces but does not turn away. I don't see many guards around.
We are stretched thin. The Storm Speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there.
Savia glances up at Xoti, expression flat but keeps silent.
Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little
Lucky for you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Rum dum regere?
Shot it, Rigere.
Oh, Rigere.
Something you wanted?
Let's see. I could go talk with this Ilari.
Kue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this?
I lost a lot to the storm myself, and I want to help. I'm a watcher after all.
I wish more felt as you do. I might get a full night's rest. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
And how are things here in Port Mage? Did I say it right? You tell me.
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
But, about your bruise, what happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Okay. You two have a lot to work out. Farewell for the better part of valor. You make one more stop before we start getting into some fucking fighting here, right? I don't know, over to Rinko's house. Hey, Dad, what was that tune we used to sing on the open ocean? Something about bananas?
What marvelous carving.
It was B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
To harm you, master. Per complanca. Don't tell me you're here to complain too.
The guardsman covers his face with his hand, groaning.
The virus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
I was actually hoping you might be able to help me.
Ack, you and everyone else. Speak with Commander Savia at the jail, if you want a sense of how matters stand.
He points a finger to the east. All right, well and good. And I'll actually already talked to Savia, but what's going on here?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it.
He jerks a thumb toward the nearby door.
Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa. Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Dharma makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Oh, I didn't know that works. That's cool. Thank you. Patrick says so you can hit F to run faster out of combat. Oh, the goods I see.
I'll take care.
This chart appears to outline some kind of mining operation. Numbers in the nearby ledger seem to allude to volume, though of precisely what isn't clear. Oh, fuck yeah! What kind of bard doesn't have a foppish hat? This bard certainly has a foppish hat.
You sure?
If you guys want me to read these books, I can, but I'll assume you don't.
Who's there?
No one, bro. Just me.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Velian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring up at you with one good eye, the other swollen shut completely, black and blue all over.
I know exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
Xoti nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
Come to laugh? Madiko. This would not have stood in Ozia.
He yanks at the bed sheets, trying to cover himself. In Ozia, there'd be a crowd in here to taunt you. Rinko barks a short laugh, then immediately winces. Oh, Xoti again nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile, perhaps from the down south region.
Maybe you are right. So you are visiting. What do you want?
I want to know what happened to you.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
So, now... Oh, that's awful.
Well, clearly you have more compassion than the host of cackling fools that watched the whole thing. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she She is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised, purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Well, maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
Oh, shit. Well, he's exhausted, and he collapsed. Let's go find some people. I have a hat, you have a hat. Ho, ho, ho. Eder, I hope you enjoy this tune. I just made it up on the spot because I got my new hat, Eder. Does it suit you? Is it for the better part of valor, Eder? I feel like this hat has made me a new man. Perhaps we should give up this futile search for a giant stone man in the wilderness. Go become traveling minstrels. Alright, so we know that you have to go to Guerci Street to quell some shit, so let's do that. Good call, Patrick. We'll go back and check that out. As you make your way along through the side streets of Port Mage, you come upon visible traces of the storm's passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings. And as you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris, the cobblestones beneath your feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long, you are ankle deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead, where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Mage's residents have fled this region for dry land. Before long, but the murmur of raised voices ahead and the occasional splash suggests you are not entirely alone. Who wants to fuck? If I was an island Amala, this wouldn't be a hindrance.
What's this?
What's this? So I guess that's how his voice sounds. Right. What does this do? Recovery time of sabers, let's actually reduce. I don't want that. Oh shit, that hurt. Oh god, dude. So let's actually... Okay, we're up to our next resuscitation. Let's summon some bros to help us out.
What can I do?
We already did this one, so let's do this one. Oh man, dude, my guy just got fucked.
I need some.
I can't, I don't think I can heal that.
Here.
Oh wow. First death. First death indeed.
Hey, we had some good times.
Shorty's done for.
Wow. Wow. This could have gone so much better. My party has died. I most surely don't understand how. This game, why did everyone say this game's easy? Fucking... Okay, we're gonna jump through this quickly, because we've done that already. Oh, actually, I just realized something. So here's what we're gonna do. Fresh fruit for my bros. This will give him a little bit of healing, but I just realized he has a twisted ankle, and he needs to rest to get rid of that twisted ankle. Everyone's recommending we come back.
What do you need?
I'm okay with that suggestion. Let's go over here. Actually, let's go over here. I want to go to the Kraken side. Oh, that's cool. We can go directly to the building. We don't have to, like... Oh. That's, like, the worst part about any of these games, right? It's like, okay, I got to go back to this place. I got to run 15 leagues over to this place. That's nice. You can just go directly into the building.
Yeah, don't see why not.
You there. Oral. The better part of valor, tell me a secret or two.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
Any chance you saw the fight between Rinko and Mokeha?
Mokeho?
Oh, yeah.
That'll be the Juana the poor fool got into a dust-up with, I expect. Yeah, I saw it. Made a real mess, they did. The two of them were having a game of cards, far as I could see. Guess things between them soured in a hurry. I kicked the Juana out, had a few men carry what was left of Rinko home.
That was kind of you, but do you know who started it?
Could have been anything. Rinko doesn't know when to quit talking, and some of those Juana are real serious types. Far as I'm concerned, we owe the Storm Speaker for keeping the town in one piece. Don't mean I'd invite her people over for tea.
Ooh, they were playing against each other then.
Well, yeah. Think maybe Rinko wasn't expecting one of the Juana to know the game so well. He looked real nervous by the end.
And do you know Rinko?
Well, no more than most. He's a hard man to like, let's say. Came here with the wife, an animancer, one of Odorisi's lot. The governor could tell you more there.
Well, that's... Odorisi's lot. Well, that's all the questions I had. Thank you.
Sure.
And farewell. Guys, I'm kind of tempted to go back and try that fight again. I'm not one to back down from a challenge. We'll try it like one or two more times. Probably like one more time.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
He's still. Matt Mercer's wife. I'm gonna get... Oh, fuck. We're in the wrong location. Well, might as well do whatever's this location. I think we can do it. I think we got it. We got it in us, guys.
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
I'll take care of this.
Most assuredly. Hi. Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, Aikawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Aikawa's lined face is pocked with fading scars, but there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you approach.
They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Mage, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
It doesn't look like the storm did much damage here.
To a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Satahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather. Some of it is mere luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it.
Mokeha is causing some trouble in town. Have you heard of this? Aikawa sighs deeply and folds her hands in her lap.
Mokeha is proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience. What has happened?
She nearly killed a man.
Mokeha could have killed him, if she wished to. Is it not enough that he lives?
She lives in your village, so she's your responsibility.
If you wish something from Mokeha, my advice is to trade for it. Is that not how the outsiders get everything they need?
Oh, no, never mind. Wait. Aha, Mokeha, aha, hello. The Alma woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you.
Her voice is quiet, but each word is clipped and harsh.
You were looking for Kawa?
Rinko says that you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
He scoffs in a guttural burst of sound.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
Okay, alright. Why don't you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms, even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Rinko. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Satahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat. For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
Oh, without that coin, Rinko will lose his house, his home.
Don't be foolish. Clario will see to him.
That isn't how it works. The Valians have to pay for their food and pay taxes.
His kinsmen would let him starve?
Mokeha's brows furrow and her eyes search your face.
Why did this not prevent him playing at cards in the first place? Are all Valians so mad for coin? So then, what am I to do? I did not wish him dead.
People usually apologize for this sort of thing.
I will not. But I will ask Akawa to send a healer. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering. Here, take it. I have no need for his Valian coin.
She hands you a small leather coin purse and then turns to stride away without another word. Oh, simple enough. His lodge, the chieftain's lodge. Hey Joe, have a good one, dude. Feel anything? Just look. Looking still. Nothing. Nothing good there. Aha. Oh.
What? You are joking.
I'll say the captain is quite handsome.
But sister, they are so small.
Yeah, I'm 100% Italian. Riccardo Romano Biocino. Yeah, Biocino? Fuck that up already, bro. The looking glass. Oh no! I stole. Guys, I stole. What is this? Guys, I stole. Can't unsteal now. It's already done.
Hey, I got it.
you're a follower of the light?
Light? Oh, you mean... well, depends on what you mean by follow.
Maybe you heard earlier. I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly I'm a Gaunite.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right. Surely, some other time, then. Was it the way I said it? Or maybe I'm in need of a washing.
Oh ho ho ho! Things are getting sexual up in here. All right, so let's take another crack at this. We don't need to go hog wild here, but I think we can get this. All right.
No, quick. Seal this meat to.
Yeah?
Dick. Get that summon out. Yeah. Alright, so now we got some fun stuff going on. We'll get this there. You there. You there. You just start having some fun, brother.
Quick, seal this meat.
Reap this world. That was an ugly way to die.
Come on.
I reap what I sow.
Yeah.
Attack.
Hey. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what that did, but I like it. Make her auto attack at the very least. Don't have second wind on her anymore. Oh, did I lose my concentration? I did.
Of course. Let's see what we've.
Oh, that's new.
Indeed.
Yeah, might as well.
Sacre-Tooth.
I'll try that.
Quick, seal this meat.
I need some help here.
Why do you need help, bro? You're second winded.
May I be a candle in the night?
I've reached my limits.
Man, so archery does a ton of damage.
What do you need?
And health back up. Take that,
What do you
Dr.
need?
Z. You never have any faith in me. Cannonballs. Pad leather armor.
Of course.
For those of you guys who have played the game, do I come across like an archer soon? So I'd like to have a ranged character. Damn, look at all these goodies.
must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. But you are quite blinding.
Thanks, Travis. That's Laura Bailey's husband. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me. I'll help you. And you'll enjoy some singing at the same time.
Dead? But this is terrible.
The spirit sighs, wispy shoulders slumping.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
Dark eyes solemn, Xoti circles her lantern around the departed soul. What does that do?
What do you need?
What just happened there? Did you do anything of worth? Ah. One to perception, nice. Actions when near death grants darkest before dawn. Grants health over time, reduces incoming damage when occurs near death.
Of course.
That'll do.
Well, isn't this brilliant?
What do you need?
Well, isn't this brilliant? It definitely sounds like the God of War guy. Boy. Atreus!
I'll handle this.
You know not what you speak of. Oh, don't go there, ItalianSpartacus. It's too hard. A challenge. It's for the better part of valor.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
My friend here is a harvester of gone. She'll help you find your way.
Right. You'd best follow me then.
She addresses the empty air, a smidge to the left of where the deceased woman actually stands. When she glides her lantern through the soul's amorphous form, the essence coalesces inside.
Hey.
I'll take care of it.
Either the former inhabitants or looters have taken most of the home's contents. A few scraps of detritus float upon the dark water. Flotsam probably would have been a better word there. Valor's the boss here or not? Save him for sure right here.
To get this lost, amico, you must have been trying real hard.
The young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you. Savia sent me. He needs you to put a stop to this. Alari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. And he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Listen, help her out this once, and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Alari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon piacco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
Well, that went better than I thought. Most assuredly, for the better part of valor. Well, we got about another 45 minutes left here, guys. More fun. Gotta run and do some errands in a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Ilari to keep watch on Goerchi Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well. Not well enough. But, the real question is, Xoti, you were biting your lip earlier. What did you want to talk about?
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around.
Well, then don't jostle it around like a crate of eggs, Xoti. Are you crazy?
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmare?
I did, recently with you.
Oh. Continue.
You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Her face alights with fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
Shit. Caught me off guard. Speaking of swearing, should you be swearing so much as a priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course, I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture. She's talking about the N-word.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
Adair seems pleased. What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
How about tell me about him leading up to and during the Saints' War. But he taps a finger on her lips and hums thoughtfully.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my high priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsession, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
And what's your take on Aethys following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was, not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Oh, let's speak of something else.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
In fact, that's just all for now.
Yeah, it's best we gotta move on.
Yeah, was my thoughts. Patrick, I actually have a different playthrough where I am a Templar, so Priest of Whale and a Bleakwalker. And it's actually kind of hard because it doesn't seem like there's many...
I wanted to ask you something. It's about Xoti.
Oh, what did you want to ask, old friend?
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different. But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back.
His eyelids flare with relived embarrassment.
But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
You can't tell the truth, that's your problem. There's more to her than you're giving her credit for. She cusses, Ada. You know that, right?
Doesn't seem like she's any different than what she shows.
She's a Dawnstar, but she worships Aothis. She doesn't worship Aothis, she worships Gon.
Same thing, really. That's just her trying to find a way to worship Aothis that makes sense to her. I guess that sounds familiar now that you mention it.
Ah, and just like that, I am the Dr. Phil of the Pillars of Eternity world. You don't know what love is.
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around.
The man in the cell wobbles slightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you.
Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish.
I know too well what that's like. One time I drank too much and ended up like an actual fish in the water. But what did you do to end up in here?
I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's eye so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere. Nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Cost! Rigere, you do like to party indeed.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
Oh, do you know your way around a ship, Rigere?
Do I know ships? He asks. I know every vessel on these waters, every one. From the galleon to the... every one of them, sir.
Ah, reassuring.
You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess.
Clenches his fists, raising them above his head for emphasis. I could use you on my crew. What do you need me to do?
You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard, she has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have... none. I flounder here until the debt is paid.
Any suggestions on how to get you out of here then?
A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing.
Rigere leans in to wrap his fingers around the bars of his cell, rattling them to no effect. He sets his forehead to the bars, sighing.
The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all.
He turns a finger in small circles by the lock and winks clumsily at you.
You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, sir, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain. Norgund, in the Kraken's eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
He raises his brows and grins toothily. Well, I don't know if I'll be breaking you out.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
Chance you'll lower Rigere's fine?
Kue, don't tell me Rigere has earned your pity. That won't last.
Glances at the occupied cell, her nose
I do
wrinkling.
appreciate what you have done for me. So, if you will vouch for Rigere, I will lower the fine. 300 pieces will cover what he owes at the tavern. Something you wanted?
Fine. I'll pay Rigere's fine.
Diverus. Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Savia pulls a ring of keys from her pocket and moves toward the cell door. Don't, Rigere, don't do something stupid.
Arasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Yeah, Patrick, I can definitely tell, but I'm not looking to break him out. go turn in this other quest and let's head on the open road, eh? Got about a half hour to kill, so that's fun. Yes, Dry Woodian Captain, here I am, yes. Guys, Ada's favorite song, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So what does collecting those ghosts do, Patrick? The center contains a mantle of Audra at its core. In her service to Gon, Xoti has worked tirelessly to collect souls within the mantle so they can be safeguarded until Aothis returns to Hell, once more to oversee the process of death and rebirth. The lantern is well constructed and quite durable. Xoti wields it in the manner of a small shield as it offers reasonable protection. Alright, cool. We can do that later then. Yeah, Patrick, I'm finding that, like, there's not, at least from these two guys, are there many companions that are quote-unquote evil?
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
Best not to rustle feathers. Here, okay, I apologize and returned your money.
She what?
He eyes the coin purse in his hand and angles a one-eyed glower up at you.
Let her apologize to my face, the shark spawn. Merla. What good is an apology? Does it fix my ear? Enough then. I am forgiving. You have what I asked for. I promised you a share of the coin. We leave it at that. You have saved my family, Aimiko. I say it plain. Agressima.
His head drops back onto the pillow. He raises an arm in a weak gesture of farewell. Well then. Right, get that mechanic set to disarm those traps. I kind of like him being like this streetwise kind of survival dude. Let's give you sword and shield. I don't have any of the DLC either yet, Patrick. I don't know if I can really, like, afford it just yet. Can and I can't. Shouldn't. Both classes. Warrior stance, though. Weapon and shield style here. Because there's no difference, right, between these two? Fixed shield deflection bonus applies to reflex. Shield deflection. Yeah, okay. Cool. Perfect. Give him large shields. Reduces accuracy by quite a bit. If I'm going to be using sabers, I don't want to have to compete with him. Let's use swords on him. Yeah, I think that's fighter stance. Fighter trains in the ability to adopt specialized fighting stances. Each stance excels at handling different aspects of combat. Better stance is apt for holding fast against groups of enemies. Leading stance is effective when attacking several enemies at once, while warrior stance is best for toe against them. Yeah, I think sword will do well for him. I mean, I could do mace. Better swings a mace with massive force, damaging the target's armor and costs of recovery time. Fighting a close quarter style using blade to penetrate armor effectively at the cost of order. Hey, what's up, the fuck?
Yes?
Bluffing seems like a bard-like trait. History. History kind of seems fun for me. I'll do one more level into see. Like even numbers, so we'll do that to us. Okay, seconds. The music should have cut out. Everything's normal. Don't worry. Gonna make it, guys. I want to get that 2-weapon thing right there. Sound of his voice, the killer's throw. Okay, this one's really strong because it paralyzes everything. Do this. 2-weapon, and next time we'll do fighter stick. Because I'd rather be able to paralyze them. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope it's not just me enjoying the shit out of this. I'm fucking loving it. Okay, one more voice thing in alchemy here. Let's take religion. Yeah, give her. I don't know if I should give her weapon and shield or something else. So we'll hold off on that. And I like this one. Constitution? What damage? Get a little damage out of it. Her current ability is shit. Oh, I can make her use bows, huh? That might be pretty good. Face seems pretty, like, appropriate. The fit buff is pretty good, huh? Good. Oh, wand. Thank you, Barry. Oh, okay. Well, any recommendations for a priest, Patrick? Rod's attack with greater energy, slowing the wielder's recovery but hitting enemies around the target. Letting excessive energy through the scepter hurts the wielder with the attack but increases the damage dealt. Focus wand's attack to interfere with the enemy's ability to attack at the cost of damage. Right now I'm liking her little sickle. Oh, Tetra. Mr. Boucher, thanks, bro. That's cool. That's nice.
Yes, of course.
When do I get my fourth bro? Go out into the open, not ocean, but yeah, I see what you mean, Patrick. The only modal I really think I should be using is this one. Reduction more conservative weapon. Plus 3 enemies engaged. Minus 5 damage taken per enemy. Fighter adopts a more conservative combat strategy. Concentrating on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases their number of engagement targets and takes less damage for each he or she engages. Nice. Oh yeah, me too, Garland. Couldn't agree with you more, man. Let's see. Let us take a look at the open road. We'll go down here a little bit later to get those souls. Oh ho. What's this? Thick woodlands spread to the east of Port Manger, slowing your travel. Birds flutter above you, and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, and then to no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striations seem to run upward from a right to a left, just shy of vertical. We'll examine the markings. Is that a perception or survival, or is it both? Maybe we'll just try Adair. Alright. Oh. Adair examines the gashes in the wood, then plucks a tuft of hair from the side of the tree. Wild boar did this. Adair taps the tree. Look at this. A sigil has been slightly carved into the wood, so faint as to be almost imperceptible. You press carefully into the forest, your clothes damp with the humidity and the water dripping from the trees above. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. You know what? I'm a bard. Very outgoing. And I think I'm very forthcoming. Hello? Someone there? Sound approaches, and a tall Aomao appears through the vegetation. Matted red hair frames his head, while boar hides drape his form. Finger still, several wild boar attend him, their hackles up as they snort at you. Uh-oh. Adair perks up at the sight of the boars, alternatively imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention at last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the fold of the man's skin. His lips curl over jagged teeth. He waves the stick at you.
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
His Adairan is halting, the language thick in his mouth. I mean you no harm, can't we just talk?
Said as if a word never hurts a person.
The man shakes his head.
You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
Boars. What the fuck are you doing with all these boars? Okay, just want to pass through this forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
He snorts. I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns and pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hands shaking, he hands it to you. Oh.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
He dismisses you with a wave. Well. That fucking certainly came up on a come-up right there. Damn, dude. So... religion and stealth? Like, what is this? It's intellect, history, and insight. Intellect really helps me out. What is her? Where are her stats at?
I sure do like it.
Yeah, intellect helps me out more. Although intellect would be pretty good for her. What's her intellect again? Only 14. Fine, let it be. The reason we want her intellect high.
There, look what the
because it's
Watcher's
pretty
giving
low.
me. It's pretty as a picture, ain't it?
Oh god. Is that it allows her area effect spells to be more effective. In the sense that it increases their range. And if she's buffing in an area effect around her, it's pretty small range, so this helps increase that by 10%. Ah, the old battleground. It isn't always easy to judge who fought or why. The belongings of the dead leave behind a legacy that anyone... Sight of a recent battle spreads before you. The bodies of the routed force still lie where they fell, though most have been picked clean by scavenging beasts. Search it. You take some time to explore the battlefield. Find a bundle of unused scrolls bearing arcane runes and incantations. Winter Wind, okay, we'll keep searching. You continue to poke about the area and find a motley assortment of coins on the warrior's remains. Nice. Pretty good. Keep searching this location. You continue to poke about the area. Find nothing of value. We'll search it one more time. Look around the area and find nothing of value. Well, you've wandered the length of the battlefield. There's nothing left of any value. Well, I'll note that. I can see some feet, some toesies. A solitary rice farm. It looks bountiful enough to welcome trade. Big site. It's over here. Before we go to the dig site. Ooh, a burial site. Wana tribes traditionally keep dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea, but mounds like these suggest that ranges of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby. While wandering the Deadfire countryside, you stumble upon a site used frequently for ritual cremations. Beside the flat expanse of earth where a pyre might have been, it's a small crypt full of beautiful baskets containing cremated remains. Search it. Take some time to search the burial site. Find a handful of common gemstones in a small leather pouch. Continue poking around the burial site for anything useful and find a weapon beside the remains. A quarterstaff. You continue poking around the burial site for anything useful and find a handful of common gemstones in a small leather pouch. You've rummaged through the whole burial site. There's nothing left but the dead. So what is the looking glass I should be looking for, Patrick? Like, why is that important? The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks, the sparse plants to the immediate side of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Search the area. Eder makes sense of the chaos within moments. No blood spatter suggests it was not a fight. Compatriot easily identifies the clawed prints of the Zalrips. The tracks seem recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path, and inexpertly covered in dirt. Beyond, a group of robed figures cringe and cower at a nearby river's bend. Each is frozen in place, ashen and gray, like statues crafted of soot. Oh, shit. Eder quietly disarms the trap and collects its component parts. Continue cautiously forward. Continue down the path without further interference. Fair enough. Oh, so just some extra. Oh, I'm a completionist too, Patrick. Why'd you tell me that, dude? Fuck. I just don't really like to save scum on stream. I think it's no fun for you guys. Oh. Waves batter a splintered hull that doggedly refuses to sink. Whoever abandoned this may have left something behind. You stumble upon an ancient shipwreck. Its sails hangs from the main mast like cobwebs, shredded by cannon fire and vicious wind. The ship's hull is cracked and bow. Ship's hull is cracked and bow. Bow? Huh. But there may still be something inside worth salvaging. From it, Count Noctilus emerges, talking all about the DLC coming in X amount of weeks. You take some time to explore the wreckage, and find a barrel still filled with a drink. You continue poking around the wreck, and find usable ship supplies in a crate. You continue poking about the wreck, and find a chest full of coins. You continue poking about the wreck, and find a cannon in surprisingly good condition. Imperial long gun it is. You've searched the ship top to bottom, but there's nothing left of value. Alright, methinks that we're in an area with a lot of conflict and fun stuff here. So what I'm actually going to do is end the stream here. We'll probably pick up again, maybe Sunday evening. Just have some fun playing with this. Friday we'll be doing our stream of Total War Warhammer 2 again. Either doing quick battles, we might do the Volkmar Cruise campaign, or we might do a Warpstone Cup. I have to see if I can get any people to jump in and compete with us. But guys, thank you so much for joining me here. It's been a great time. This game is so fun. It is so relaxing, and I'm glad you guys are kind of enjoying my shitty voices. We didn't get a chance to use too many shitty voices. If you wanted to hear some voices, you gotta watch like the last 15 minutes of the last stream, where we had a disgusting British dude. We had a foppish dandy. We had a little boy. It's been fun. But yeah, Patrick, thank you very much for having fun with us. When are you continuing the head-to-head campaign? Garland, we're going to record tonight, I think. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining me here today. I hope you guys enjoyed, had some fun, got to just relax. Yeah, absolutely, Run Command. Have a good one, dude. Go Sly. Colstes, I will. Don't you worry about it, my brother. Save this too. Alright guys, you have a good one, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.